Good morning, my lovely lottles. Welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while on here since I've done a long form video, but I've been wanting to bring them back and I've just been super busy. And so here we are finally again. And I'm so excited to bring this video to you guys because I have finally started Fearless by Lauren Roberts. And I've been dying to get to this book, guys. I can't begin to tell you. I read Powerless and then Reckless. I just finished Reckless yesterday, and I'm so excited to finally be done with Reckless. I've literally been reading Reckless for like a whole month, but I was in a reading slump since like February, since I read Onyx Storm, and so my reading has been like extremely slow since then. But yesterday I had the entire day. I just sat and I read and I finished Reckless. I finished like the last 100-ish pages that I had, and absolutely incredible. I literally forgot the entirety of Reckless. I'm not gonna lie. So Reckless for me was like reading it for the first time, which I'll take any day. But the fact that I literally forgot everything. And so now I'm finally here in Fearless. And what's funny is that Reckless is the shortest book of the series and Fearless is the longest book. So I went from like a little, like just under, I think it was like 280 pages. Was it only, no, 380 pages, something like that. 390 pages, whereas this one is like 588 pages, and so this one's gonna be a chonker, but I'm super excited. And so literally this book picks up exactly where Fearless ends. Not listen to me, this is Fearless. It picks up exactly where Reckless ends, and like I said, I'm only in I just made chapter 4, so I'm on page 33, like that's literally it. And I'm super excited because of how Reckless ended, and also because of how Reckless ended, I'm not surprised that I actually forgot about it. Because damn. So here we are, super excited. And so I figured I'd take you along with me while I read Fearless, because I feel like this is going to take me on an absolute whirlwind. I'm so excited and here for it. So I got my book, I have my coffee, my little Starbucks cup, and I've got my water, and I have the entire morning to just sit and read. Today is a Monday, by the way. So it's a Monday morning. I'm actually kind of, now that I've finally picked back up yesterday, like I feel like I'm in the groove to read again, which is fantastic because I've been wanting this groove again. And so let's see how much I can get done this morning. And I don't know if you're like me or not, but let me know down in the comments. When I read hardback books and I read it, I prefer to take the dust jacket off to read the book. And so what's really cool about this one is that it has the crown in the middle to match the cover, and that's super cute. So I don't know, let me know down in the comments if you're like me and I like to take the dust jacket off as I read. So yeah, let's read. Good morning. So today is Thursday, so it has been a few days since I checked in because I realized I completely forgot to check in after Monday morning. So Monday morning was so nice, chill.
If you don't follow me over on TikTok, I am over on TikTok under the same name. I also am starting to do lives on Monday mornings to where I just sit and read while chilling with whoever wants to tune in. It's been pretty small right now just because of the fact that I am a small creator. But shout out to anybody who is interested in reading with lives, doing like reading for a certain amount of time and then the track like the Pomodoro method. I'm over there on TikTok and I'm going to try to start doing that on Monday mornings if I can. So keep your eye out for that. And as well as I realized I haven't updated you guys on my reading. So after Monday morning, I got, because I think I started on chapter like 2 or 3, and I got all the way to chapter 10 by the end of Monday morning. And then I didn't read the rest of the afternoon. A friend and I were out doing things. And then, let's see, I did not read it all on Tuesday. I kind of took a pause, and actually I picked up Dreamlight Valley for a little bit to check out like the new shop items and stuff because I realized it'd been forever since I went on. But that didn't last very long. I was absolutely exhausted and practically conked out after work on Tuesday. I don't know what it was. But then Wednesday, actually, the last clip you just saw was me reading during lunch. And so I figured I'd do a little time lapse and get some. I was all caught up on work, so I was able to get some reading done during lunch, which was super fun. And so now I'm currently at the end of chapter 14. Now, I am the kind of person who will stop mid chapter and not mind. And mind you, this is the end of the chapter. I am the kind of person who will stop in the middle of the chapter because the way that my mind works is that if I have a thought, the thought will take priority over the reading. So it's like literally I could be in the middle of a freaking sentence and my mind will jump, but at least I'll have enough time to at least finish the paragraph before I stick my bookmark in and call it a day. But I am the kind of person who stops in the middle of the chapter. I know there are people who can't stand that, but that's my hot take. I stop in the middle of chapters. And mind you, I'm at the end of this chapter 14. Now, the book currently, I am absolutely loving it, but she is a chunky one. She's kind of intimidating me a little bit, but I am enjoying her so much. Now, this if you've read Fearless and you've read Hunger Games, you'll know what I'm talking about. But right now Fearless is giving me like Catching Fire vibes. Hunger Games 75. If you know, you know. Right now it's giving me because we in for that reference, we're about to get started. Um the start of this book has been absolutely fantastic. The whole dynamic like we're still in a stress dynamic between Kit, Kai, and Peyton. It's like I understand why everything's happening, but at the same time, it's just like, well, it not really. It's like I understand it. It's happening. I'm here for it, and I'm very excited to see where this is going to go in regards to all of that information that we've gotten so far and how it's going to go for Peyton currently because yeah, because I'm trying not to be spoilery because I know I'm trying not to do that, guys. I don't want to be spoilery, but I feel like that's all I can give without spoilers. So there we go. That's what I'm currently reading. I'm hoping to get some more reading done during lunch, as well as some more reading done this afternoon. It's like I am like full speed ahead on Fearless. I am so glad that Reckless got me out of my reading slump because I missed this. I missed being able to dive into a book. So I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to get to work because I got to get in. And so I will update you guys. I probably won't update you guys again until probably tomorrow. We'll see. Um, but either way, I'll catch you in a little bit. Thank you for sitting with me on my update and my awkwardness. Welcome to my channel. I'm awkward. Take it or leave it. I love you guys. Thank you so much for those of you who tune in. I love you. And I love that you love my awkwardness. I'm just jabbering now. I need to turn this camera off before who knows what. Bye.
Good morning, all. Today is Tuesday, but I honestly think that it's been like a while since I've caught up with you guys. I have not looked at my camera roll to find out when the last time I updated you guys was. Oh God, sorry about the hair, guys. Yes, I did cut it. That is not your imagination, but my curls are now flying everywhere. But anyway, so we've gotten farther, because I think last time I checked in with y'all. Okay, well, first off, let's find my bookmark. There it is. I'm at chapter 58, page 453. I think I was somewhere in the 1 or 200s last time I spoke to y'all. Okay, it's been a bit. I think it was okay. So in order to talk about this, I'm gonna try to be as spoilery as possible, but so that way you know what I'm talking about. So let's see. If you know how, because I think I said this earlier, if you know how Reckless ends, this picks up exactly where it's left off. There's no time difference in between the books. And so because of that, Peyton starts a new phase of life, essentially. It's the best way I can put it. And in this new phase of life, she has to go through a new set of trials for this new life change. And so in doing so, I think the last time that I updated you guys, she was doing trial 1. She was in the middle of trial 1 last time I spoke to y'all. What was trial 1 anyway? It was because she's doing, why do I not remember? So I recall now. So she made it through trial 1. Obviously, well, I mean, Payne's her main character. She's gonna make it through, you know? It's just a matter of how she gets through her trials. So my main point I want to make here is there is something about the essence of Peyton and Kai's relationship. Because if you've read the books in the past, the first book, like, they were a couple, like, they're ride or dies, enemies to lovers, all of the above. But then with how book 1 ends, book 2, they go back to being like pure enemies. Like, there's a lot of drama that goes on in book 2 in regards to how the two of them are with each other. But ultimately, like, there's still feelings like deep in there that they then, what's the word, rekindle, or they put like the past aside kind of situation. Hold on, guys, there's stuff on my screen. So then they've rekindled, and so now they're professing their feelings to each other again. And then we come into book 3. Now, due to the essence of book 3, the main point being how book 2 ends, and pretty much the whole point of her trials and such through this book 3, through Fearless, I was kind of skeptical. I'll admit, I was skeptical when it came to Kai and Peyton, because part of me felt like there was still a lot of that history that was gonna make this whole thing a struggle, or I didn't feel like it was quite genuine, or I was conflicted on their relationship through the start of Fearless. Now, fast forward to trial 2. Trial 2, the two of them, I loved it. I absolutely loved the two of them during Trial 2. During Trial 2, they're having to travel from Ilya to another country, and I'll leave that information blank just so for those of you who haven't read. And so they're going across the sea, and the interactions between the two of them on the boat was like, it made my heart so freaking happy. Okay, the two of them, I can't begin to. So the two of them on the boat just made me so happy. And there was just something about, there was almost like a montage moment, like 1 or 2 times, just because of the fact that they spend 6 days out at sea one way and then 6 days the other. And so there was like a montagey moment for the two of them of just like how the days went that absolutely made my heart melt. And it was those days out at sea that rekindled my love for the two of them. And so now as it progresses, but at the same time, I'm like, I understand, because the whole thing with them, it's like duty versus love. And it's so hard. And I made it through Trial 2, Trial 3, and let's just say like the tail end of Trial 3 made me, I ugly cried, okay? I thought about it, it's like I should have had a camera rolling yesterday, but it's like I'm also kind of glad that I didn't now, because it literally made me ugly cry with the amount of emotion. We have an introduction of a character that we have met in a previous book that I feel like we're all happy to see here. But at the same time, it's still like, oh my God, my heart, my absolute heart. It's like, I kind of wanted to get I kind of wish the camera was rolling so that way you would get my genuine reaction. But at the same time, I'm also glad that I didn't, because of the fact that I then ended up ugly crying. So there's that. And so, but it's like, because of where I'm currently at, it's like, I'm curious how the rest of this is gonna go now. Because I just hit a moment in the book where it's kind of like, oh shit, this is actually happening. This is actually happening. And so I'm interested to see how the remainder of the book goes, because there's also the dynamic here in book 3 between Peyton, Kai, and Kit. We have this dynamic between the three of them that Peyton is like trying to amend her relationship with Kit, but at the same time it is extremely hard because she has such deep feelings for Kai that we'll see what happens for the remainder of this book, because at this rate I'm kind of like, how's the rest of this gonna pan out? So I'm gonna get going. I've got some time before I gotta start working that I can like read a little more, and we'll see how the remainder of this book goes. Because let's see, I'm on page 453, and it's 500, I think it's 588. So I'm just over 100 pages from the end of the book. Why is it always the last 100 pages where all of a sudden it's like, holy shit? Like, can somebody explain that to me? I'm genuinely curious to see how the rest of this pans out. And I am so sorry once again for not updating y'all. I was just over the past weekend, like the end of last week and earlier this week. Yesterday I was like deep into it just because of everything that was going on. I'm sorry guys. I'm sorry. I got too deep into it to pull out the camera. I was also reading it on lives yesterday morning. So Monday morning, I've been trying to do some lives of some reading sprints. So please, I think I talked about this literally last Tuesday, updating you guys, but I live or at least I'm trying to live every Monday morning to do reading sprints. So you're more than welcome to come join me over there. There, of course, it's real life updates. And so I wonder if I have access to old lives to where I can pull, like, curious. I'm gonna do some hunting because I'm curious about how to pull things from live. I'm learning a lot about TikTok right now because I want to start doing these lives. I'm slowly but surely learning more about TikTok. But come check me out over there. I'm over there as well. So I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm gonna stop jabbering on, and I'm gonna go read some more. Let's go. Good morning. It's now Wednesday. So I read some more yesterday during lunch, and I really wish it was another one of those days. I wish I had the camera up. I think anytime that I sit to read today, I'm putting up a camera because yesterday, guys, chapters 50, I know 58 is one of them. 58 and 59. Guys, okay, like, hello? The plot twists are plot twisting. And because, like, this is one of those plot twists, though, that it's like, I knew it was coming. Because we have some extra chapters. I'm at the start of the next one. Hold on. I'll show you what they look like. We're getting these intermittent chapters that are titled Edric, which was Kit and Kai's father. And so we've got these intermittent chapters from, it says it pretty much Edric's point of view, but it's like a third person. You know how those go. It's like where it's their point of view, but it's in the third person. Edric said he did this, but it's like it revolves around his points of view, if that makes sense. And so it's like based off of the information that we're getting from his chapters, I knew that this information was going to come to a head, and I was just waiting to figure the rest of it out. And dude, oh my god, the plot twists are plot twisting. I am like, this book right now has me in an absolute chokehold. And I'm a little nervous to finish it now. It's like I almost don't want to finish it because it's like I am absolutely loving it so much. I'm afraid to let it go. If that makes any sense. Because I'm like, this is all I got left. But I'm also kind of interested to see how the timing, the timing at which this is all coming out is like, it has to happen at some point. Like, of course we know it has to happen at some point, but it's like, I feel like this would be the time that it would happen. It's like, we need to get this figured out before everything gets too settled in, like with the phase of life and the story that Peyton's in right now. Is like, I feel like I'm going feral over here over like the information that I'm gathering from this book. Guys, honestly, I was not expecting to like this so much. Like, Lauren Roberts, like, did it and then some with this book. Like, I thought I loved Powerless, but guys, Fearless, I think Fearless is my favorite book of the series. I think it's my favorite.
Because, like, Reckless was okay. Reckless is... It's the middle book of a series. Like, I legit forgot it all. It was really good upon rereading it. But it's like, I think this is my favorite book of the series, guys. Like, I'm absolutely loving it. It's got me in a chokehold. And I immediately want to go and read it now. It's like, I don't want to work. I don't want to work today. I just want to finish this. That's literally all I want to do today. But I have to work. So I will read this morning at lunch. Maybe a little bit this evening. We'll see. And I'll be working in between. I hate when a book does this to me. But I also absolutely love it. It's like, I say hate like very, like, it's just, it's like when a book does this and all you want to do is just kind of like, do I really have to do anything else? But the answer is yes. Yes, I do. So now I'm off to read and then do the things that I need to do as a working person who needs to make a living. Because I am not at any point to where this is, YouTube is not my job. Social media is not my job. So I still have to make a living some way. So I will go make a living and try to read in between, or work in between the reading, however you want to look at it. It's one of those days. So I'm going to let you go and we're going to get to reading. The imagery. That's it. My God. I feel like the rest of this book is just gonna be like, oh, what do you call it? Tying up loose ends in the most. I feel like this whole thing is going to be like nice and simple. It's like, yes, everything is an absolute mess right now. But at this rate, I don't know if there are any more plot twists that can come with the information we've been given. If that makes sense. There's only one plot hole that I wish was filled, but at the same time, I don't think anybody's alive to provide that information, which is kind of okay. We'll see what happens. Because I'm on page 495. So I have about 90 pages left. Ish.
here's one of the plot holes. Yes. Oh my god. I have to stop here and I don't want to. But one of the plot holes that I wasn't sure if it was gonna, that plot hole I was saying earlier, I wasn't sure if it was gonna get filled or not. It's getting filled, and I'm super excited about it. Okay. No, sadly, I do have to get to work now, so I'm gonna let you guys go here, and I'll catch up with you guys a little later.
All right, all. Good morning. Okay, today's Thursday. I finished Fearless last night. I cried again. I finished reading it in bed last night. Yes, no, I was not able to film me finishing the book, but I finished it and I cried again. 5-star read. I absolutely loved this. I think it's my favorite. No, I don't think. I know it is my favorite book of the series. I have never loved a book so much in a long time. Um, Actually, probably since Sonic Storm back in February, which is what put me into a reading slump. But this one luckily did not put me into a reading slump, and I've got my next book in my backpack right now, ready to read. So I had so much fun reading this, guys. Like, part of me didn't want to finish it. Part of me was ready to finish it. It was like kind of like just, it was the inevitable. Just like, we got to finish the book, but it finished beautifully, absolutely beautifully. All of the loose ends were tied up as well as they could have been. Yeah, I have no, it's like I have no notes. It was beautiful. It was fantastic. Yes, I do recommend. I recommend this entire series. Don't mind book 2. In my personal opinion, like I said, I didn't care for book 2. I didn't care for Reckless, but like it's all worth it. It is all worth it. I can't say that enough after finally finishing Fearless. I'm so glad, because I know like back when it was just Powerless and then Reckless came out, and it was almost like we were, I feel like I don't say, when I say we, I mean as a book community. As I was watching reviews of Powerless and Reckless, that it seemed like it was either going to be like a hit or a miss. For me, I was kind of on the fence after Reckless the first time, but the second time I think I actually enjoyed reading it the second time much more, because Fearless, worth it. Oh my god, it was all worth it. Fearless was absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. 5-star read. I can't compliment this book enough. Good job, Lauren Roberts. Good job. That's all I have to say. I should stop before, because I'm just going to keep rambling at this point. So, I did want to come on, give you those little points, because I finished the book. A final review. Love. Yes, recommend. Please read. 5 stars. Made me cry multiple times. And I am sad to finally be leaving this world, but at the same time, I always know I can go back if I want to. Like, I will happily go and reread this book. This series. Now, mind you, I would read the entire series again. I just love it. So that is all my thoughts. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this Read With Me vlog. I feel like it was a little chaotic and very simple just because of the fact that I'm doing my updates here in the car, but I don't care. It may be weird to you, but it's kind of weird to me too, but I don't mind. I don't mind. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you have read the book, Please let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I'd love to hear everybody. I would like to hear other opinions on those who have read Fearless, if you liked it or not, and your thoughts on like everything. Let me know if you haven't read it and you're excited to read it. I'm just interested in your thoughts. Please leave them in the comments. Don't forget to like. Please comment me your thoughts. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I am almost at 100 followers here on YouTube. And I appreciate all the love and support from this community. And yes, I am a small channel. And I love bringing this all together. I love being a part of this community. So come support your small itty bitty channels like me. Love you all. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys in the next video.